Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to you on this frighteningly cold winter's day. My name is Thomas Gonder. I am the music director here at the Cathedral and the curator of this wonderful summer series. It is great to be back in action. I know that I am not just speaking for myself, but probably for any of us that are here and any others that come throughout the summer. It's something that we all look forward to, and we've got another great lineup for this summer. I would make mention that next Friday, Alex Landine is making his solo voice recital, his debut. So please do come and hear him. He'll be accompanied by Julie Probert on the piano. I'm going to put in an extra plug for something else that's happening here in Fredericton next Wednesday, July 8th, I guess that would be. It is at Christ Church Parish Church, right around the same time as this series takes place on Fridays. It's on Wednesday, and it's a presentation by the Fredericton Organists Association, which will be hosted by Willis Noble. I can't quite remember the title of the program, but I think it's Why Do They Dare to Play Such Wild Music? And so if you know any of the local organists, and myself, Christian Vanacek will be performing. He's the organ scholar here at the Cathedral, Alice Boyd, a host of others as well. So I just put in a little plug for that too, if you're looking for something else to enjoy. We're in for a treat today. We've got series regulars, Katherine Moller and Tom Richards, back to join us with a finger-snapping, toe-tapping, knee-slapping adventure of Celtic music and other flavors. Let's give them a warm welcome.
One, two. Thank you very much. It is lovely to be here again and to be a part of this series. It's always nice to be here. I have performed many, many, many concerts in this cathedral, in all sorts of different groups. So today we are playing a lot of my original pieces. We're going to play some traditional tunes as well. That first set of tunes was a set that I wrote at a Fredericton Arts Alliance residency years ago, where the theme was the river. And then this next set of tunes comes from, well, there's a backstory. So back in 2016, this brand new technology came available, and I was really, really excited about it. And this new technology was called Facebook Live. And so I was very excited, and I texted Tom immediately, and I said, Tom, we can play for our fans live on the internet, and I'm gonna come to your house, and you're gonna make tea, and we're gonna play tunes, and our show is gonna be called Tea and Tunes. And we did a weekly show from 2016 up until March of 2020, where that's exactly what we did. And so at some point we decided that we wanted to record an album based on the shows that we were doing. And so we got our fans to vote every week on which tunes they wanted on the album. And so one week Tom couldn't be there, and so I played a bunch of novelty tunes that I'd written. I was like, I'm not really considering any of these for the album. And one of the pieces I played was this next medley, and my audience loved it and wrote to me after the show and said, you have to include this on the album. And so I played the tunes for Tom, and he really liked them, and I played them for my husband, and he really liked them. I played them for my mom, and she really liked them. And so they're on my Tea and Tunes album. It's actually my favorite track from the album. And the whole medley is called Signs of Spring. The first tune is called Happy Place. And the second tune is called Spring Peepers, and it's about the little tree frogs that come out in the spring and peep in the evenings. And to me, that is the first sign of spring that I actually believe, because as we know, Mother Nature takes a couple of runs at spring before it actually kind of settles in. So the Spring Peepers, that's the one that I wait for. So I hope you enjoy Signs of Spring. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, next up, Tom is going to sing a song for us.
I hope you're going to play with me.
I am,
Okay,
yes.
here we go. As I come into Dublin City at the hour of 12 at night, who should I spy but the Spanish lady washing her feet by candlelight? First she washed them, then she dried them over fire of amber coals, and all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet about the soul. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora. As I come back through Dublin City at the hour of 8:30, who should I spy but the Spanish lady brushing her hair in the broad daylight? First she brushed it, then she tossed it, on her lap was a silver comb, and all my life I ne'er did see a maid so fair since I did roam. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora. As I come back through Dublin City, as the sun began to set, ocean is by but the Spanish lady catching a moth in a golden net. When she saw me, then she fled me, lifting her petticoat o'er her knee. In all my life I ne'er did see a maid so shy as the Spanish lady. Whack for the toora laddie, whack for the toora, whack for the toora laddie, whack for the toora. I've wandered north and I've wandered south through Stony Better and Patrick's Close, up and around the Gloucester Diamond and back by Napper Danby's house. Ages laid his hand upon me, cold as a fire of ashen coals, and all my life I ne'er did see a maid so sweet as the Spanish lady. Whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora, whack for the tooraloora laddie, whack for the tooraloora. Very much.
So this past February, I was lucky enough to attend a residency in France. And this residency, it had gone through my Instagram feed many times, and it was in a chateau in France. And I was like, I want to go live in a chateau in France for a couple of weeks. And so I applied. Well, no, there's a sad story. We'll see if I can get through it. So my husband passed away back in September. And so he passed away on the 16th, and on the 30th, I was sitting in my house feeling sorry for myself, as one does. And I thought, well, you know that castle, you know that chateau in France? Like, I could go do that now. I could go spend 2 weeks. So I applied, and I was accepted. And it was an amazing experience where I was on the 3rd floor of the chateau, and there was a turret just outside my room. I went up to the turret, and I played my music there every day, and I wrote a bunch of tunes. And this is a tune that I wrote. This one is for my husband. It's called The Gentle Barbarian. And the reason I named it that is when he and I first started dating, that's how he described himself. doing it. I didn't plan that well. I didn't bring any Kleenex with me. Okay, so these next tunes we're going to play are wonderful New Brunswick tunes. We're going to play for you The Mouth of the Tobique. We're going to play Mitten's Breakdown, written by Fredericton fiddler Earl Mitten. And we're going to play Bowing the Strings, written by well-known New Brunswick fiddler Ned Landry. Good. 1, 2, 1, 2. So this next tune is another original, and this is one that I wrote during a residency with the city of Fredericton that I did over at Killarney Lake. And the year that I did this residency, it rained. I was there for 2 weeks, and it rained 9 days out of 10. And so I was huddled on the veranda. I actually wasn't allowed into the building, so I was kind of huddled on the veranda, and I'd play my violin in the morning for as long as I could, and then I'd like pack it away. And I had had these visions of spending my residency wandering the paths and taking my violin with me and playing music in the woods, and animals coming around, and I had this really idyllic idea of what it was supposed to be, and instead it was me, cowering on the on the veranda, and at one point, the man who worked in the building came out, and he's like, just go home. Just pack up and go home. He's like, I'm going home, you should go home. So this tune I wrote, it's called The Path Not Taken, and it's about all of those pathways that I could see from the veranda that I never got to go wander on with my fiddle.
I get to sing again. So, yeah, always remember, put your cape on, otherwise you won't be able to hit the notes. A carrion crow sat on an oak, to me in come kitty come kite-o. Watching a tailor mend a cloak, to me in come kitty come kite-o. Gee-man-ero, kitty come hero, gee-man-ero, kite-o. Pop, 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 billy-billy, come kitty come kite-o. Fetch me my arrow and my bow, to me in come kitty come kite-o. And I'll go kill that carrion crow, to me in come kitty come kite-o. Gee-man-ero, kitty come hero, gee-man-ero, kite-o. Pop, 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 billy-billy, come kitty come kite-o. Well, the old man fired and he missed his mark. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. Shot the old sow through the heart. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. Kee-ma-nero, kitty come hero. Kee-ma-nero, Kai-mo. Bop, 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 kitty come kitty come Kai-mo. Fetch me molasses on a spoon. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. And I'll go cure the old sow's wound. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. Kee-ma-nero, kitty come hero. Kee-ma-nero, Kai-mo. Bop, 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 kitty come Kai-mo. Well, the old sow, she is dead and gone. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. But her little ones go waddling on. To me in come kitty come Kai-mo. Kee-ma-nero, kitty come hero. Kee-ma-nero, Kai-mo. Bop, 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 kitty come Kai-mo. Kee-ma-nero, kitty come hero. Kee-ma-nero, Kai-mo. Bop, 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 kitty come kitty come Kai-mo. You're the smartest audience we've had in a long time. Most of the time I get to that little bit where I slow down and somebody inevitably starts clapping before I get to the end. But you guys all got it.
Good work. Gold stars all around. All right, so these next tunes were tunes that were inspired by a drive through the woods that I was taking with my husband. And so we were driving along this woods road, and we saw the squirrel run across in front of us, followed shortly by a partridge. And so my husband and I got laughing about it, and we were talking about Sammy the squirrel and Patty the partridge and all of the adventures that they would have as forest friends. And my husband actually wrote a series of books. They've never been published, but he wrote a series of children's books called Forest Friends. And this is the theme music for that series of books. One, two, three. That's the wrong tune. How does this tune go?
Oh, I don't have music.
Thank you very much. He just has chords for that piece, so he's no help. He doesn't have the sheet music.
Just chords.
Just chords.
I couldn't help you at all.
All right, well, I believe that brings us to our last piece. So thank you so much for coming out on this warm day to spend some time with us and let us share our music with you. Thanks to the Cathedral and to Thomas for hosting us. It is always a pleasure being here. So we are going to end today with a set that we have played many, many times. We're going to play Mom's Jig and Brenda Stubberts, which were both written by a Cape Breton fiddler named Jerry Holland. And then we're going to close with a traditional Scottish tune called Tamlin. One, two, one.